IRMAA, by now you're familiar with the term, but you're like most people, and it was impossible that you could tell me what IRMAA stands for. If you can, tell me in the comments. Don't Google it, be honest. I'll send you a prize if you get it right, and you're the first one.
IRMAA.
Okay, IRMAA, so I can't even do the acronym right, let alone tell you what it is. But we all know what it means, and it means the rich pay more. And you are going to have people, even if you say, I don't work with rich people, you're going to stumble on these people. I had a person that, you ask him how much they made last year, and he said $40,000. Cool, you're going to pay so much for your Part B. And I tell him the amount, and he goes, no, I got a letter from Social Security. It said I'm going to pay this 3 times that amount. No, can you show me the letter? He couldn't find the letter. But he said, but it definitely said I'm going to pay 300 something for my Part B. So I'm looking around his house, and it occurs to me, maybe his wife made a lot of money. He only made $40,000. He's clearly not going to be subject to IRMAA. So I asked him, how much did your wife make? Ching, ching, ching. His wife made over $300,000 a year. They filed jointly. They're married. They're both subject to IRMAA. She's still working. He's not. He's going to pay over $300 a month for his Part B. So if you're an agent, you don't want to look kind of stupid, because I was kind of standing there like, what? And you don't want to be that person. You want to be the consummate professional that understands everything. And you're gonna know right away to ask him about his spouse's income. Now, IRMAA, you probably know by now, because IRMAA's been around a couple years now. Most agents are familiar with the fact that it's based on your income from 2 years ago. So let's talk about some things that you might not realize when we talk about IRMAA. The tiers that we originally had with IRMAA when it first came out have been expanded. So for 2019, we got some more tiers. I'm prophesizing that in 2020 and 2021 and in the future, they'll get more tiers. Right now, it cuts off at $500,000 of adjusted gross income 2 years ago for you as an individual, or $750,000 for you as a married couple. And the highest you can pay in 2019 is $460. That's going to go up every year. So don't even try to memorize it. You have a phone in your pocket. You can Google and get them the amount real quickly. A lot of people, they come to you when they're getting ready to retire, that 3, 6, 7, 10 months, and they want to know approximately what it's going to cost them. So depending on the time of year, you may know exactly what their IRMAA surcharge is going to be, or you may not know. So we don't typically know for the next year until right at the very end. Okay, so let's talk about, they feel like it's not fair. They're like, well, I retired, so you're going to base my income off of that. I'm not making that right now. True, it's not fair, and there is an apparatus for you to appeal. And you can explain it in there, but the shortcut is you need to file this form. And that is Medicare SSA-44. If you would like this form, you can hit me in the comments and I'll be able to send it over to you. And it's a pretty simple form, and boom, you go to your local Social Security office and you file the form. You say, I had a life-changing event. You got married, you got divorced. You can get divorced and you can be really poor, okay? You bought land, sold land, but you were part of a company bankruptcy, something that bumped your income up real high, then that's not applicable now. Increase the chances that your client's going to get this done the first time efficiently and quickly by including documentation with the form, okay? Amended tax returns, or proof that you retired, or that you sold the land, or you lost land by no control of your own, or some documentation. If you don't have documentation, you can just accompany a letter with it. So something else to bolster your argument to get it to go through the first time. Let's say it doesn't go through. Rejected. Okay, that's a possibility. Don't just take no for an answer. That's one of the things I keep trying to preach to agents on the Medicare Advantage side. Don't keep taking no on your contract termination. Don't let your clients take no on the refusal by a carrier to pay a claim or prior auth. A lot of things, they're programmed to say no. You have several chances to say, but can you reconsider? And they will. You have 3 or 4 chances to appeal this. So don't take a rejection and go home. Go back and appeal again. Let's talk about VA. You have a client that has the VA for their part in lieu of Part D. They only have their drug benefit through the VA. Will they be subject to Part D IRMAA? No, they don't have Part D. But they're subjected to Part B IRMAA because they will have Part B. So remember that when you're talking to vets. If they ever do then decide to pick up a Part D, which I typically recommend for all my clients that are vets to get that Part D, in addition, they're going to get hit with IRMAA. Let's talk about Med Advantage. A lot of people don't think about Med Advantage when they're explaining this to their clients, but it's automatically BND, and they're going to have that surcharge for BND, and they'll see it on their monthly Social Security statement. If you're an agent, you've never looked at one of those statements, ask one of your clients or your parents to have one. That's something nice that you could have redacted out in your portfolio to explain to people that are getting ready to retire. You can show them their line items that'll show we took out this much for your Part B, you took out this much for your IRMAA, and they'll be like, what's that? $360. We took out this much for your Part D, we took out this much for your Part D IRMAA. You might have a Part D penalty or a Part B penalty. It's good to have one of those Social Security statements that you use to train agents in your agency, or that you use when you're in the field to explain it to your clients what it looks like. And that's where they're going to see it. Hope this video was helpful. If it was, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up and tell me in the comments, because that really helps me continue to produce these videos and to train you guys out there for free. I know most of you don't work with Gordon Marketing. I'm cool with that. All I ask is that you give me some love in the comments so that YouTube loves my videos and keeps showing them to you. Happy selling.